We're a 1,650 acre farm in northwest Rock County and Dane County, and we produce 22 different organic crops on these acres. Have a very diverse rotation, including prairie buffer strips. This is our Tuttle property. It's a 175 acre field, of which we've segregated out 25 acres of wetland pothole region and put that into CRP basically a year ago. And then we also, because we're farming kind of in an ocean here of GMO and chemical farming, we also implemented prairie buffer strips and literally have framed this field. So just like a picture frame frames a picture, we have framed this field almost all the way around with a 40-foot native buffer that you can see here, and we're able to farm in conjunction with our chemical farming neighbors to produce organic crops for the market. As part of the organic standards, they require a buffer between a chemical or conventionally farmed field and an organic field to reduce the pesticides that get into the food chain. We've chose native habitat in our region to form that buffer. And so in our case, it was a 6-pound mix, 35-40 species long from Agricol. I think we seeded this 3 years ago in the spring, and what we did is we just disced down that area. We did it after we got our crop in so that a lot of the disturbance was already done on the headlands, and then we came in and disced it down. We have a Velmar seeder, a pneumatic seeder, and Agricol produces some very clean seed, and we put some oats in it too to give it some bulk and density. And then we came in, believe it or not, with our roller crimper that we do crimp cereal rye with, and really gave us that great seed to soil contact. And then from that point mowed, but we're also implementing some different technology as well. We also have a 40-foot weed zapper that we can kill weeds based on height differential. We also zapped a lot of the Canada thistle, giant ragweed, and other things off the headlands. We have aphid problems. We'll have other sucking, piercing bugs. Even corn borer and some of those other things we'll have too. I don't have the pesticides available to treat my crops, so we really have to work with Mother Nature and the predation side of it and support the beneficial insects that are going to go after the pests in our field. On another farm, we have a 110-acre field, and actually it's right underneath the power line, and it's quite erosive. It's a B and C slope, and we're able to break that up with a 40-foot buffer. So we're doing intensive tillage on both sides of that, and that prairie buffer is really working nicely with the integrated waterways to hold that farm together. These prairie strips change with time. Obviously the yellow coneflower and bergamots and stuff express themselves immediately. We could see side oats, grama, and some of the other grasses. I still struggle to identify a little blue stem, but it's out there and it'll come with time. We want the grass component because our long-term management strategy is actually fire. We want to be able to burn these areas, and if they're just all forbs, they don't burn hardly at all. As a prairie establishes and gets 5 to 10 years old, we'll see more of the grasses, we'll see more diversity come in that you don't really see today at year 3. I worked intensively with David Gunlock, my NRCS district conservationist in Rock County, and he's just fabulous. He made sure that we could get it done in this organic setting, and he's one of the large reasons, and the financial reason too, that we're able to do this across every acre and put a border on every single organic farm that we have. Very important to our food supply, very important to the health of the planet that we keep these beneficials around. I don't think we realize the risk we have if we lose these insects.